What's up everyone, I'm Micah. Welcome back to my channel. Since we're in the month of February now, I figured I'd do a video talking about spring trends and I guess kind of spring summer, but mainly spring trends, just things that I think are going to be pretty trendy this upcoming spring season. And yeah, since we have like a month left, well, a month and a couple of weeks until the spring season, I figured I'd just get ahead of it and just go into detail on maybe like 4 or 5 trends that I think are going to be pretty popular this spring season. So let's go ahead and get into it. And when I talk about trends, all these are pretty much the same thing that have been going on for like the past few years. I know there's kind of like a gradual shift in fashion every maybe like 3, 4, 5 years or so. And all these kind of fall along the same line. So this one pretty much aligns with last year, but I guess just going over some different points, I guess, because some people need a refresher and some people just don't know, what was pretty trendy last year and stuff like that. So anyway, jumping on into the first one, and I was reading different websites and different articles and blogs and whatnot on what they think is going to be pretty trendy this spring season, spring and summer, but mainly spring since that's what we're going to be, heading into. So the first one was 90s minimalist fashion. And I know me personally, when I saw pictures from the 90s, I really didn't see outfits that were kind of like this. So I don't know why they referred to it as 90s minimalist fashion. Maybe that was what celebrities wore and stuff. I was seeing like huge t-shirts and Timberlands and different stuff like that. Not exactly this 90s minimalist fashion that they refer to, but anyway, maybe they could be talking about a different demographic that wore those different things in the 90s, but just keeping it minimalist is, I guess, one of the main things. And it's kind of an umbrella term, not a specific article of clothing or specific thing that is a trend. And just kind of that umbrella term, like I said, just pretty monochromatic, minimalist, just plain t-shirts and a pair of pants and some loafers or some Birkenstocks, just keeping it pretty simple, I guess, is what they would refer to as 90s minimalism. Pretty much everything that I'm talking about in this video are things that I wore last year and the year before and the year before, and that was just kind of my spring and summer style, just because I love wearing like lightweight clothing. Obviously, since it's hot, you're gonna wear lightweight clothing and it just looks better. It looks pretty dressed up, but it's also comfortable at the same time. It's not that dressed up uncomfortable, it's the dressed up comfortable, if that makes sense. But anyway, jumping on to the second trend here, and this is just simple button downs. I know I love me a pair of button downs. I wear them in like every video, and I get a lot of mine thrifted just because I feel like that's the best option, because if you get it from a store, you're going to be spending $30, $40, $50, $60. Depending on the brand, the prices are going to be up there, so why not get them thrifted so you can have a huge variety for a fifth of the price of what you would pay in an actual store. Like instead of going to a Banana Republic, just head over to a Goodwill or Value Village, whatever they may have around you, and just get some thrifted button downs. They come in a variety of colors, as you all know, and different different materials, your cotton, your silks, and your satins, or whatever you may want. They have those different materials, and I mean, they obviously can go with anything. As you're seeing in different outfits, you can wear them with shorts, you can wear them with pants, and this is kind of just focusing on, I guess, the whole season of spring, but kind of the early springtime too, since it's not going to be that warm. It's going to be, like a comfortable warm, but not that warm where like you can go full short sleeves and shorts. But button downs, I feel like, are just a pretty popular and common thing to wear during the springtime and especially the summertime. And now another trend that I saw that was kind of frequent on a lot of the different articles and stuff are like they call them tailored pants, and they're kind of like those like high-waisted pants that are kind of, I don't want to say oversized, but they just have that like boot cut, not even a boot cut fit, but kind of like a balloon fit or wide leg, I think would be the appropriate word to say. This kind of the high-waisted, the tailored wide leg fit pants. And I know majority of them are tucked in. I feel like they kind of have to be tucked in if you're going to wear something like that, just because it looks best, whether it's a t-shirt or a long sleeve or a button down or even a tank top. I love the look of when people do tank tops tucked in and you wear like a cardigan or a button down, over the tank top. It's just very simple. It still falls along those minimalist lines. And I feel like if you're gonna wear a button down, it's pretty much gonna be minimalist. Well, actually, no, I lied, because they have different designs and different types of button downs out there. But most of the time when people wear button downs, it's going to be something simple, like a plain color like this, what I'm wearing now, or something striped, or, I know they have the different designs out there, but the majority are going to be a pretty plain color or just a simple design like stripes or something like that, and they still follow along those minimalist lines. But anyway, back to the pants. Like I said, just keeping it pretty simple, because it's going to be kind of like a dress pant type thing. or kind of, I guess, like slacks if you want to call them that, but they're just pretty simple and just the high-waisted pants. And now the final trend that I want to speak about for this video would be dress shorts or pleated shorts. And like I said, all these things are things that have been worn for years and decades, really. And they're all pretty common and pretty, you know, I guess, but just whenever they become trendy amongst the masses, I guess that's when it becomes a trend, and not just popular, but a trend. Anyway, the pleated shorts, I feel like, are something that I have worn before. I don't have that many pairs. I may have like 1 or 2 pairs of pleated shorts. The one thing that I do wear a lot of are like chino shorts, but they're just regular flat front shorts. They're not pleated or anything. And these can be worn in a ton of different ways, as you see here, with like the loafers or some sambas, or, you know, just a simple pair like a Birkenstocks, or they could be worn dressed up with a button down, or they could be super casual with like a t-shirt or a long sleeve. And since I said this is springtime, you may have to wear them with like a long sleeve or a sweater, something like that, you know, just to accommodate for the season. But yeah, some pleated shorts you just can't go wrong with. They could be worn with a ton of different things, as you can see here in these outfits. So that was just a part 1 that I want to do for the video. These are maybe like I said, 4 or 5 trends that I want to go over, and these were kind of the main ones that I saw that kind of stuck out to me. And I feel like I may do another video, well, like a part 2 to the trends, since there are things that are popular, but I don't know if you would call them trends. Like, you know, all these things that people talk about are pretty popular and trendy, but they're things that people have always been wearing. So I don't know if you refer to them as trends or just kind of popular things to wear instead of trends. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like it if you did enjoy it. Subscribe to my channel because I post on here twice a week. And follow me over on Instagram as well at Micah Akins, just so you can keep up with me, see everything that I'm doing, see what I'm wearing. And I will see you all in the next video.